All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order. Let's join me in the flag salute, please, after this. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilor Eater. Here. Councilor Astorga.
Here.
Councilor Donahue. Here for now. Councilor Ott is absent. Councilor Hoover. Here. Councilor Bullock is absent. Our student councilor Morales Sandoval is absent. Mayor Fowler.
Here. Right. Do we have, so it looks like we have a presentation from Cameron with the Liberty House.
Thank you so much for the time.
And I'm gonna speak also. My name is Allison Kelly and I'm the CEO of Liberty House, and this is Cameron Wolfer. So we are a children's advocacy center and we have two locations, one in North Salem and a new clinic in Woodburn to make it easier for folks in your community to use if necessary. So we are a team of trauma specialists and provide services for children when they're referred for concerns of abuse or neglect. Not the easiest topic in the world, but we work collaboratively with your chief. And we are here tonight with a really special presentation to honor the incredible work that Chief Daniel and his entire team do. I think we should make you get up and come over here so that we can, because we have something to do.
I'll support that decision.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
So we have teams of medical providers and therapists and interviewers and folks who can listen to children, help them describe what they've experienced. And we work collaboratively with the chief's team to make it easier for the children in getting them those services. Then they don't have to describe their experiences over and over again. And then the evidence that our report becomes that can be used in helping hold people accountable. So as you can imagine, it's not the easiest topic in the world. And there are really rigorous standards. There are national people who oversee how we do. We're one of 24 in Oregon, over 960 across the country. We're all separate and independent. But those standards make it a really big priority to be working collaboratively with local law enforcement and the Department of Human Services. So we worked for over 10 years to earn national accreditation, and we were just notified in December that we have earned national accreditation. And so we're here to honor Chief Daniel and the Mount Angel Police Department. And I'm going to let Cameron take over and tell all about that.
Absolutely.
Switch places with
This
you.
is in recognition that Mount Angel Police Department played a vital and important role in us getting accreditation together as part of the multidisciplinary team and as Liberty House. It is because of the high quality work that you do and your role on the multidisciplinary team with us and the child abuse team and all the collaboration that we do together. That we're recognizing this partnership and all the work that you do tonight. We're here to honor you, to thank you for your work and present you with this frame acknowledgement of all the high quality things that you do. We can say thank you so much.
We'd like to say Chief Daniel is so experienced. He understands how all the systems work, all the teams. And he is married to somebody incredibly special, Marilyn, who has been our chief clinical operations for 11 and a half years. And her expertise is beyond belief. She is the reason, she and Cameron really are the reason for our success. So thank you, and we really want to be your partners too and helping you. Seriously.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
build a bigger police department, but you guys already knew that.
Yeah.
We're worse. Colby, do we have any interested citizens who have signed up or provided written? Excellent. All right, next is review accounts payable. Counselor Hofer. Counselor Eater. Counselor Story.
Yes, one question, Mr. Allen. The blood hopper, can we buy it and not lease it? I remember asking you a couple years ago, and I think you said you were gonna see if we could or couldn't.
What was that? I didn't hear you, sorry.
The blood hopper,
Oh,
so we lease it, and I was wondering if we could just outright buy it.
Well, we tried, when they came and presented it to us, Amber was here at that time. And she tried and, they just refused. They wouldn't, because they said they couldn't make enough money off of it the way it is, or if they were to sell it. So if they lease it for whatever the amount is per year, that's the only way they're gonna make money.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you.
Make him an offer he can't refuse.
I'll try.
That's it, that's all I have.
just Counselor Donahue. Thanks for still being with us. I just had one quick question myself, which was the locks. So we pretty much rekeyed everything? Is that what I see?
Yes. Sorry.
What is the SOS lock service for the 6,700 some change?
So we didn't rekey everything, but we made sure that everything that was part of our master key system now became a part of the master key system.
So it's not necessarily new, but it's all
Yeah,
aligned.
it was to bring, the wastewater plant, public works, Jackie's office, my office, Colby's office. It brought all those doors that were not currently covered or weren't covered, using our Schlage, do not copy keys, make sure that we were all the same.
Awesome. That was my only question. Counselor Black, do you have any questions on the accounts payable?
Yeah, did we, on the first page, American Bank and Trust? I just need explanation on what the lease is.
Well, it's one of our patrol cars and we made the last payment of the lease for that particular car.
Okay, so
Okay.
we turn it in, are we owning it, or?
No, we own it.
Okay.
Yeah, all of our vehicles are leased, so at the conclusion of 4 or 5 years, whatever the lease happens to be, we own the car.
Okay. So that was a yearly payment?
Yes, yeah. It's in the budget.
Thank you.
And the meeting minutes from last month are also included, Counselor Hoover. Counselor Black, anything in the minutes? President Eden. Counselor Murray. Nope. Counselor Donahue. All right. Do we have to make a motion to?
Approve the consent.
I'll second. It's been so moved by Counselor Donahue, seconded by Counselor Storga to approve the consent agenda. Roll call please.
Counselor Bullock.
Aye.
Counselor Eater.
Aye.
Counselor Hooper.
Aye.
Counselor Astorga.
Aye.
Counselor Donahue.
Aye.
Counselor Ott is absent. Mayor Dodd.
Aye. Next item is the PG franchise agreement. Colby, anything you'd like to share on this?
No, I think that we got most of the information presented to us at the last meeting, unless council has other questions that you've been weighing on just since then. Nothing's changed to the agreement. And I believe it's in the packet, if you'd like to see my little cooking.
Any questions or comments from council? I'll entertain a motion.
The only other thing is the second reading of the title, since it is an
Okay.
ordinance.
I would entertain a motion regarding ordinance number 782, an ordinance granting Portland General Electric Company a non-exclusive electric utility franchise to construct, maintain, and operate an electric utility along streets and other public ways in the city of Mount Angel, and repealing ordinance number 737.
I move to approve ordinance number 782, franchise agreement between the city of Mount Angel and Portland General Electric.
I second.
Motion by Counselor Colfer, second by Counselor Black. Roll call please.
Counselor Ott is absent. Counselor Gillette. Aye. Counselor Eager.
Aye.
Counselor Hooper.
Aye.
Counselor Storga.
Aye.
Counselor Donahue.
Aye.
Mayor Cobb.
Aye. Next item 8B is the senior center lease agreement. Chief Daniel, would you like to share anything about the agreement?
It has been signed by the folks at the senior center, sitting on my desk and in front of me, and we are ready to move ahead. The one change in the packet, under number 2, rent, a Scrivener error, $200 a month, beginning blank 2025 through blank 2030, that should be 2035, and consistent with the top. So this is a 10-year lease.
It is a 10-year lease.
Yep, and the lease was printed, corrected, and has been signed by Deborah Hogan.
Excellent. Any questions or comments? Counselors? I'll entertain the motion.
I move to approve city manager Mark Daniel to sign a lease with the Mount Angel Community Center for the city building at 190 East Charles Street, Mount Angel, Oregon, 97360.
Second. There's a motion by Counselor Storga, seconded by Counselor Eater. Have a roll call please.
Counselor Donahue.
Aye.
Counselor Ott is absent. Counselor Gillette. Aye. Counselor Eager.
Aye.
Counselor Hooper.
Aye.
Counselor Storga.
Aye.
Mayor Cobb.
Aye. Well, that one's in the can.
Thank you.
Item 8C, updating other non-industrial sewer customer classes. Tara, like to share what's changed and updated since last month?
Well, so I spoke with both of our attorney and with Mark, and I felt, and with Mark's approval, I felt like we needed to bring back the ordinance that was originally read the first time. Because as stated in the council action form, there already is a spot where a other non-industrial user can make a case for irrigation usage that we could utilize rather than spending more attorney fees on rewriting the code. And so we felt this was cleaner, more universal, and benefits both them and us, the city.
I'm glad we didn't read it last month when it was trying to patch it together then.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Questions? Concerns, comments? Alright, so this is the second reading for City of Mount Angel ordinance number 781, an ordinance amending Mount Angel Municipal Code section 52.091A relating to the city's sewer customer classes.
And then just read that last whereas statement. Right before now therefore.
Whereas the city provided an opportunity for interested persons to comment on the enactment of this ordinance and the proposed method to assign an appropriate ERU to unmetered non-industrial sewer utility customers pursuant to Oregon Revised Statute 294.160. Entertain a motion.
I move to approve the second reading of ordinance 781 as attached.
I'll second.
Motion made by Counselor Donahue, seconded by Counselor Storga. Do I have a roll call, please?
Counselor Storwood,
Aye.
Counselor Donahue,
Aye.
Counselor Hott is absent, Counselor Black. Aye. Counselor Eater.
Aye.
Counselor Houghton. Mayor Powell.
Aye. City managers report.
Well, number one, thanks to all of you that provided input into the strategic plan. City staff spent nearly all afternoon this past Friday working with the consultant on the plan. It is very close to completion, and I hope to be able to bring the completed plan to council in June. I've also, as you're aware, begun the process of renegotiating our contract with the Abbey for police services. I'm still working on getting that up so that I can call Tom back and we can put that one to bed. I attended with Mayor Powell the Mid-Willamette Valley Council of Governments Awards dinner Wednesday following our last council meeting. And little did I know that Mayor Powell, and he tells me he had a little piece in this too, put me in for an award, and the award is the West Kavarston 2024 Professional Service Award. To your city manager, me, on behalf of the Mid-Willamette Valley Council of Governments for leadership and stuff. And I just want to say thank you very much to the mayor. I had no idea about this award, about the history of it and that kind of stuff. And it means a lot. And anyway, I just want to say thank you. Appreciate it.
Although you were suspicious when I actually wanted to go to a dinner.
Well, there's that. I knew that something was up because I was told by the mayor and my wife I had to go. We received the Purple Heart city signs. And that's what they look like. They're really nice signs. And the reflectivity and the graphics on them are just amazing. So we took this to the Chamber of Commerce the other night for their meeting to say thank you for their support. We paid for the signs. And so Alan and Pete are going to coordinate on a photo op sign. So we can get a picture of Pete next to the sign when the first one goes out. So I think Pete told me he's going to try and get all somebody from the chamber and from the Legion as well to be there. So it'll be a thing. We'll probably put the first one up on Humber and we'll close down the road and we can all say. I don't know exactly like that. They came out really nice.
I'm a little late for the party. We earned that. We just put into that. How do we get that?
So it was one of the last things that Pete did, as I guess within his power of, as the mayor, is proclaiming Mount Angel as a Purple Heart city. And so we joined Marion County and a number of other communities in our recognition of those, particularly in our community, who have served in the armed forces and earned the Purple Heart. So it's a very, very cool thing. Like I said, the chamber paid for the signs themselves, and then we'll get them posted up around the city. All 8 entrances, Mount Angel. In fact, I just went across the ferry earlier this week and saw the other Marion County sign. It's a Purple Heart sign for Marion County. So pretty cool.
Saw the other one on my way back to the meeting today.
Did you?
Monitor.
And last item that I'll mention, Alan and I worked on a special kind of a grant request. I was headed out to Las Vegas for my week off. I sent something to Alan, said, hey, can you work on this? And what it was a grant request to the Oregon Water Consortium. We requested funding to build our new reservoir. So I asked for $3.2 million for that reservoir. So that was our first ask, and nobody told us no. we told us heck no, so, it was a great ask, and I want to credit Alan with pulling out the water master plan, which had all the information that we needed. Filled in all the right, lines, and got our heads together and checked all the spelling and all the language, and then Alan sent it in, so I'm pretty proud of what Alan did, and it was our first attempt at trying to get that reservoir. So that's pretty exciting. Yes, and now I'm going to ask Jackie, to talk about her books.
Forget. No, so last year we had our first community read. And this year we're doing another one. This one is in collaboration with the middle school. It's about the boy who harnessed the wind. It's about a 13-year-old in Malawi who used junk and a library that was funded by the United States to build a windmill that created energy, electricity and water for his village. Only 2% of all Malawans had water and electricity. So there's a young person's edition that the middle schoolers are getting, but this is the adult. Everybody can have.
Sure, already have young person.
You can if you want. No, it's nonfiction, and if you want the young person edition instead, I have them. I also have versions in Spanish. And you can listen to them online for free through Audible, and I'll get everybody else one too.
Thank you, Jackie.
So, yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Jackie.
Thank you. And with that, staff and I are happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Have you tried OAWU? I know they do some good funding. Every now and then, they do small, I mean, it's not nothing major, but. Them and I think I know US EPA. Sometimes they're doing those too.
Yeah, we'll be looking, absolutely. I do have one alibi. So the new Travel Salem tourist magazine just came out, and it was all right. Probably one place, and last year was our first opportunity to do this, and I actually think it paid off, because there was, a lot of people in town wandering around, and these books are up everywhere at the airport, and they're downtown, and they're in Portland and Salem and all over the place. So it's a really good opportunity for us to showcase money and all that. Next year, I'm hoping that I can put some different photographs in here. This year, they kind of hit me at the last minute. I didn't have a chance to scour around to get pictures, but our number one photographer over there for the city has been taking pictures, and probably hope that we'll replace those with some sure shots next year. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Questions? All right, with that, let's go to our Youth Advisory Council report.
Yeah, so last month I wasn't able to attend, but we had a blood drive at our high school. We were a little scared about the turnout because we had originally had only 14 participants. So we were about to get our blood drive canceled, but eventually we had around 50 participants, which was very successful. We had a lot of volunteers that helped out. We had a lot of, I don't have the exact numbers of how much gallons of blood was donated, but it was a lot, and we had a really good turnout. We're hoping for next year to have around 3 blood drives, so we'll see for next year. Also, another important thing is that we're reviving the Dornbecker Week at JFK. So we're going to be raising money specifically for Sawyer Bazan. His condition unfortunately worsened, so we're hoping to show him and his family some support and raising money. We're planning a fun run at JFK, hopefully May 3rd at 10 a.m. So hopefully you guys can come out and support. And also, we're also planning a dinner night, and I think it's a bingo night. So we're looking for donations or anything from local businesses for prizes.
Can you say the fun run again? What date?
May 3rd at 10 a.m.
Well, when's the dinner going to be?
We don't have the exact details because we're trying to go over it with our principal. So I'll definitely get an email out just to confirm dates.
Okay, and then if you could let us know, I'm sure that we could probably figure some things out to donate on behalf of the city.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who do we contact to donate?
Um,
Is it Mrs. Brendan or?
we would really like to get contact from like Stephanie Cardenas. But you can also contact me as well. Either way, I'll get a hold of her as well.
So where is he at in his care?
He is at the hospital up in Portland, I'm pretty sure. I'm not exactly sure the exact name of the hospital, but they recently found the tumor again and it's cancerous, so. Mhm.
He's going second round, he just finished first round chemo, so.
Thank you very much. Counselor reports. Mr. Donahue, Counselor Donahue. Was talking to some neighbors on my side of Taylor Street. Just curious how we would go about getting some kind of signage put up on like the telephone poles saying like slow children at play or anything like that. How to go about that, if that's possible, not possible.
Anything's possible.
I'd be willing to donate some monies. I bought a little slow man thing put out there. Some people run it over, some don't.
As long as Safety Sam is not beyond the width of a car on the street, you're good.
And there's only one side parking on this.
It's both sides.
It's both sides, yeah. It should be only one side.
Can we go about maybe something? We change that?
Yeah, there's ways to do that. There's a couple places in town where we need to do that. But Taylor Street, especially in at least,
The east end?
yeah, it's very narrow, so doing two-sided parking is really difficult.
We've heard a number of comments about Taylor Street, just a short time I've been on here. On this council, and I'm getting to wonder, we can do a lot of stuff, but what's the end result of it? I mean, we put up signs, we put up speed signs on the road that tell you how fast you're going, and yet we keep hearing about people going too fast. Not criticizing the idea or not saying we shouldn't do it, I'm just wondering what the end result's gonna be. Does it change anything? And I don't want to say thinking this because I'm probably the first guy to get a ticket, but what's our stat on writing, traffic violations and along these lines of speeding down the streets?
So like.
Do we have stats for that?
Like Taylor Street, I know we've done a bunch of, or we've done at least 2 on the radars, but they're not speeding. It's just such a narrow street that 25 miles an hour looks like 45 miles an hour. So it's not like they're going super fast, it's just fast enough that if a kid walks out barely on the beyond a car park on the street, no one's gonna stop for that. And,
But they can go 25 miles an hour. I mean, isn't this true for a lot of streets?
Yeah.
We overall don't have a speeding problem. We have random people in the community that like to go fast. And when we can catch them, we will hold them accountable. But it's right place, right time. We can't be everywhere. And, yeah, there's a lot of different ways that a community can go. If we were to do speed humps or things like that, that would need to really be a part of an engineered traffic calming plan for the city, so that we don't just call out what's going on over there on Taylor Street. Because as soon as Taylor Street would receive speed humps, we would need to have a plan about how we were going to put them everywhere in town and how we're going to. So if council wants to do that type of planning, then we'll have to get into the budget and figure out how to put that traffic calming plan together. I've been a part of that before with the city of Sherwood, and it's not something that you just develop overnight. But it can be useful if that's what council wants to look at. You know, there are a lot of other things that we can do as far as engineering goes, but we've been educating the heck out of people, and engineering goes just so far, and the next thing is enforcement. And council currently supervises a municipal judge that is not necessarily a judge that is big on fines or holding people accountable. She believes in changing driving behavior and that, which is great. But it's kind of hard to have the kind of impact I think that you're looking for, Councilor Black, if we don't have it.
Just, but. Couple things.
Sure.
Do we have statistics on violations at all?
Well, we can,
Violations?
I don't carry them with me, no, and they would be very low.
I just have an opinion. It's driving is learned behavior. So you can put out a sign that says slow down, and for the first couple of times they'll go through and they'll slow down. But as time goes on, they learn like, keep it faster, faster. I think the best educator in how to drive fast or slow is seeing police lights, pulling somebody over. But you're telling me.
No, I'm not gonna argue that.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. I'm good. I just want to say that.
No, I'm not gonna argue that at all with you. In fact, I think blue light time is one of the most effective things.
Well, I mean, it is the most effective, but I can drive through this town, I can drive through Jersey, we all do go the back way. So they have their signs up, telling you how fast you're going, and the first time you see it, you obey, just, you know, it's a sign that they're watching you. And then after so many times, you figure out they're not watching you. And then the speeds increase.
I think in a community this size, the longer someone's on the side of the road with the blue lights behind them, the more educate, even more than the fine, just the number of community members that pass someone with the blue lights behind them.
Well, I'm hoping to put some of your neighbors to work. I have a radar gun, I need to obtain the reflective vest and a duly appointed clipboard and a power supply, and then I'm gonna put them to work standing alongside the roads, doing speed checks.
I have a volunteer that has already expressed interest that lives on West Markham and Spruce. May or may not.
But that's coming, and I hope to put some of your neighbors to work doing that.
Brought up a good point that I want to touch on real quick, that I've been kind of thinking about this, so. We as council don't really employ a lot of people. I think we employ 3. One of which, we review annually, our city manager. And, another one is our judge. And I have yet to definitively figure out how, when, or where we should be reviewing them as an employee of the council. So I wanna sit down with you at some point and think about what that should look like. Because there, you know, I'll admit, I haven't been to court in this town. Knock on wood, I hope I don't. But I do think that as an employee of the council, there should be some sort of review for that employee. So I would like to figure out what that looks like and hopefully model it after something similar to what we do for our other employee and what you do for your employees.
Yeah, I would suggest council, I know it's an inconvenience, but come to municipal court. See what our finance staff have to do and what your police department is doing to facilitate municipal court. And watch how the judge interacts with people, both during arraignments and then also by sitting through any potential trials. And then you'll get a feel for what municipal court's all about yourself.
The bit of information that I would like from our chief of police is any data sets that exist that we can utilize to start looking at. So whether that's the number of continuances, the ratio of findings, those kinds of things. Whatever the department has readily available.
Okay, that's gonna come from finance, so it's gonna
Okay.
come from the court.
Continuances are, but we can work together with like how many citations we
Yeah,
give versus how many she,
right.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between, obviously, the number of citations written and the number that actually come to court. You know, there's a significant number of people that either are issued fix-it tickets, meaning they can fix an equipment violation or something like that, and then have an officer sign off on it and then pay $25 to our court, or they just go ahead and send in the bail with an explanation in the court, or they just come in and pay the money.
Okay. All right, got a little sideways. Counselor Storgate.
I just want to say, great job with Ebner so far, it looks really good.
Thank you.
Basically amazing.
Not ready to plan on it yet.
Also, thanks for all your help. Hitting on that roll. That would be interesting.
Counselor President.
I got three real quick, so, I seen in there you guys repaired water line at North Sky Hit.
Yeah.
So do we get reimbursed for anything when you go fix that? Or should we be getting reimbursed or bill them?
Well, technically, yeah, but Tony just mentioned his lateral. We were off a little bit on our marks and they repaired that with no questions asked. I mean, I can go and ask them, and give them a bill, but I mean, I'm more than happy to do that.
We'll talk about it.
Okay. And then, what is the Orchard House wanting to rezone to?
I don't know.
The Orchard House, the best zone that they needed to be put in would probably be the general commercial or residential commercial. It's really their decision as to which one they want to apply for, but either one of those would work for what they're doing. I have been in contact with them and the last week, so we're talking back and forth and they know what they need to do. I think as long as council's happy with the way I'm doing it and just making them go through the process without being too heavy-handed about it, because we're obviously not wanting to shut down said facility. So I'm just making sure I stay in contact with them, and I figure for an application like that, 2 months is a reasonable amount of time for them to make some sort of effort to come forward, so that's what I'm looking at.
And then you might be bringing us up to when is the first budget meeting?
April 24th. It was, an email was sent out, it's on our city website, it was in the newspaper, the Woodburn Independent.
And when will we get our packets?
Supposedly Thursday this week,
And what time on the 24th?
7 p.m. Thank you, I wanted to make another announcement, so thank you for bringing it up.
Counselor Black. Counselor Hooper.
Good.
The only thing left for the mayor's report is, if you haven't already, the window is open for the Oregon Ethics. Statement of economic interest filings that you must do, or they will fine you. Ask me how I know.
Did you pay it?
No.
Excellent. My very first year, it happened to me.
They had my email address wrong by one letter, and I got out of it.
That's due by when?
It's on their website. Anything else for the good of the order?
Sounds about right.
Meeting adjourned.